If a toll road or a limited access highway was to come through Marion County, horses like these wouldn't have a home. In less than an hour, Newberry leaders are set to unveil a billboard highlighting their efforts to combat the opioid crisis. The reveal comes just ahead of the city's expected announcement of the members chosen to head up its new opioid task force. This is Alana Wilson with your News in 90. This year's flu season is one of the most severe in years, with multiple cases in 49 states, including Florida. Doctors say the current vaccine may be to blame. The city of Gainesville could be one step closer to solving what some local leaders call a food insecurity issue. Good evening, I'm Alana Wilson. The wind is the only thing touching the swings on this winter day at Northeast 31st Ave Park. Because of the old rusted swings, rundown equipment, and power lines overhead, parents question the safety of the park.
I have 3 daughters, and when they all were babies, I would take them, my wife and I would take them to the baby swing and push them. But as they're looking up, they're seeing this big cancerous looking high voltage transformer, which I just knew in my spirit it wasn't safe.
The park was built in the 60s and had 10 good years before a major utility line came through. 4 decades later, it will finally get a makeover.
There haven't been any major improvements or upgrades to that park for quite some time. And so we felt it was time, and now that we have the Wild Spaces Public Places funding source, it was just a great opportunity.
The park will relocate slightly to the west away from the power lines and get a new name, Unity Park. The city held a meeting last night to ask for the community's input on the design plans and ask for feedback on a sidewalk game and a playground. The new park will include a basketball court, an open lawn, a community garden, a pavilion, a walking loop, and a playground, but not a restroom.
It is a big disappointment to me that there are no bathrooms initially. From what I'm understanding, it's a part of a future phase for the park. They want to see how many people are utilizing it.
Apart from that, neighborhood residents are looking forward to the changes.
I love the name Unity. It really teaches us that that's what community is all about.
Gainesville residents were happy to hear city leaders talking about closing the gap between the east and the west side regarding food accessibility. There are food banks and backpack programs, but only a couple grocery stores targeting the east side. Ty Edwards voiced her opinion quickly, saying it takes her more than 20 minutes to drive to a grocery store.
There is no access for people out east to get to food. We had a grocery store, right? It might not have been the best grocery store, but it was a grocery store. It was in our neighborhood and was an anchor for our community, and now it's gone.
She says most people take buses to the grocery store, and even that has its limits.
We can't get home. We can't get to the food. You know, that's a problem.
The city's Carissa Raskin says the many factors involved can be hard to overcome. Transportation, finances, time, stigmas, and the availability of fresh food. These topics were discussed in small group sessions where residents spoke with each other about possible solutions. Raskin says she hopes
to continue discussing these issues, recognizing there's a lot more of the community that we need to bring in.
One participant was so motivated that he made an online forum in the middle of the meeting to get people to continue talking.
There's only so much that a conversation in 3 hours with everybody in the same room can hold.
He also hopes that people share some of their food resources to help the entire community. As for Ty Edwards, she hopes the city can convince grocery stores to invest in the east side.
A grocery store is a convenience, right, that everyone in every community should have.
16-year-old Madison Bennett owns and operates a turkey farm just a short distance from her home. 6 months ago, while the eggs were hatching, Bennett was laying out a business plan.
I decided that I wanted to do something a little more unique that was a little bit unheard of, so I decided that I was going to raise turkeys and sell them.
While she was developing Turkey Time, Bennett evaluated popular consumer trends. She decided her turkeys would be farm fresh and antibiotic free. Even then,
I really didn't think it was going to go anywhere,
but she was wrong.
I've had a bunch of phone calls from people.
A blossoming business with happy customers.
I'm super excited, and I hope that other people buy from her because I think it's a really great thing that she's doing.
Courtney Paul was Bennett's second customer. That number has now doubled. Thanksgiving tradition built into an enterprise. Selling turkeys teaches this high school junior business skills this holiday season.
I've learned how to get out and speak to people. I've learned how to manage my time, keep like receipts and stuff. I've learned how to be very responsible with calling people back.